and welcome to Brookwood Cemetery for another of our virtual video tours. Today we are in the southern section looking at one of the military burials we have here. I'm standing beside a standard Commonwealth War Graves Commission Portland stone marker for the grave of Ernest Edward Taunt, one of the first casualties of the war in the UK. The engraving on the headstone tells us little about the individual and nothing about his story. It is not a grand mausoleum or marble figure, but it represents a common bond between servicemen and women. It confirms that in death they are all equal. Ernest was born on the 6th of July 1895 in Toronto, Canada. After the financial crisis of 1900, he returned with his family to England and settled in London. Ernest was a pupil at the Regent Street Polytechnic, which had been founded by the English philanthropist Quentin Hogg in 1882. The Poly Scout troops started in February 1910, even though General Baden-Powell had visited to talk about civilian scouting in December 1907. As a scout, Ernest went on the troop summer camp in 1914. They left England on the 17th of July for a month's tour of Switzerland. That holiday was to be extended until the end of August. As the preparations for war took place around them, they became aware of the imminent problems which beset them. However, there was insufficient time to make alternative arrangements, and as war was declared by Great Britain on 4th of August 1914, they became marooned in their accommodation at the Polytechnic chalets in Lucerne. Ernest and two other scouts had left early to rejoin their regiment. They had a harrowing journey across Europe as countries began to mobilise their armies and the borders were closed and trains restricted for military use. However, they arrived home safely. At the beginning of the war, there was a great unease at home of the perceived threat by German spies and sympathisers to disrupt the railways and water supplies. As a result, Lance Corporal Ernest Edward Taunt of the 12th Battalion London Regiment, the Rangers, was stationed in charge of a section at a deep cutting in Frimley, Surrey, to help guard the railway line. Unfortunately, on the 22nd November 1914, he was killed by a passing train. He was buried in Brookwood Cemetery with full military and scout honours. We hope you've enjoyed this short video about one of the burials in Brookwood Cemetery, and please keep looking on the Brookwood Cemetery Society webpage for further videos we'll be posting in the near future. Thank you and goodbye.